Hello and welcome to Katjoga with a K and a J to another 525 type Zorro practice. Are you ready for an adventure? This might not sound like a lot, 5 postures, but they have been carefully selected for you to make up a complete practice. All 5 elements that make a complete practice are in it: forward bend, backward bend, twist, inversion, and balance. Some poses are even more than one of these things. And you might want to warm up with one of my quick 5-minute or 10-minute warm-ups, but you don't have to. So it depends on how you feel. If you've already moved today, you're definitely fine just hopping on the mat and doing this. If you feel very stiff, you might want to loosen up a little bit beforehand. Have fun, stay playful, stay humorous, and enjoy. All right, my friends, let's get started right away. Come down on your mat, and we're actually going to start with shoulder stand and plow. So if you need to look at the video, you would have to come out of the pose, all right? In shoulder stand and plow, we have a lot of weight and pressure on the neck, and if you turn your head in the position, you could hurt yourself. Okay, so let my voice guide you. I'm going to do my very best to do this well. And if you have to absolutely look, please come out of the pose and then turn your head. So lie down on your mat. Legs are together, feet are together. Palms next to your thighs. And feel the shoulder blades strongly, firmly on the mat. Also your calves. And you can press your low back down a little bit. It won't probably touch the mat, but just start feeling your whole spine. Also press the neck onto the mat. Make a nice double chin. Lengthen the neck. Push the shoulders downwards, away from the ears. And take a couple deep breaths. Okay, relax again. Now press into the hands, but also into the shoulders at the same time. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Flex your feet. Start firming the abdominals, and very slowly as you can, so we get a little bit of an ab workout here right away. Start lifting both legs up. Go slowly, controlled. Press down with your upper arms. All right. And then when you're at 90 degrees, keep moving the legs over your head so that your hips come off the mat. Push with your arms. And then you can come into supporting your back with the hands. Bring your hands as close down to the shoulder blades as you can. Really push into the arms, push the arms into the mat, the upper arms. Bring the weight as much upwards on your back, so as close to the shoulders as you can. Bring the torso as straight as possible. Then you can tilt your legs over the head a little bit more. Bring your hands, arms down on the mat. Maybe interlace your fingers. Straighten the arms out, and this will bring your shoulder blades together. You can wiggle them under a little bit. And then you should be a little higher. You can support your back again with your hands. And now start breathing really, really deeply. You can close your eyes. Start focusing in
Relax the ankles. Relax the abdominals, and then find the least possible activation in the abdominals. You'll need some, right? But maybe not as much as you think. The same with the glutes. There's a little bit of an activation to keep yourself straight, not a whole lot. This is a wonderful massage for your thyroid. So feel the chin pushing into the neck, into the chest. Grow long in your neck, grow long in your spine, your whole spine. Now, keep everything as is, except for the right leg, which you'll now lower towards the floor behind your head. The toes aim to touch the floor, or maybe they will touch the floor behind you. The left leg stays as still and straight up in the air as possible. And then lift up that right leg again, slowly and in a very controlled way. We'll repeat the same thing with the left leg, so keep the right leg up, pointing up to the sky, and lower the left leg, toes touching the floor behind your head if possible. And lift the left leg up again. And now we're ready for plow. So lower both legs at the same time, as slowly as you can, and stay as still as possible in the torso. This will really activate your abs again. And if the toes are touching, lengthen your arms along the floor of the mat. Palms down on the mat. You can again interlace the fingers, straighten your arms, and thereby wiggle the shoulders together closer. You can keep the hands interlaced or flatten the palms on the mat again. Now try two different things. One, make your torso, your spine, as straight as possible, so your sit bones are pointing up to the ceiling, to the sky. That's one way of doing the plow. Another way is to make your spine as round as possible and really bring the heels, the feet, further towards the wall behind your head. So really rolling in. Now bend your right leg and see if the knee can touch the floor next to your right ear. Straighten it. Repeat the same thing with the left leg. Bend the left leg, see if the knee can touch the floor next to your left ear. And straighten it. And now we do it with both legs. Bend both legs, see if you can touch the floor next to your ears. And straighten the legs again. It's a little harder at the same time. If you do it only with one leg, you can tilt over to the side a little bit, right? Great. Put the palms down on the mat. You might need to open the shoulders up a little bit, and now start rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, leaving the legs stretched and over your head. Do it very slowly and stop when you are at 90 degrees with your legs, when they're pointing up to the ceiling. All right. Awesome. Now recalibrate. You may turn your head again if you absolutely must. And flex your feet, push the palms into the mat. Also the upper arms, the shoulders, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and very slowly, in slow motion, lower the legs towards the mat. Try to stay relaxed in the neck, as relaxed as possible. Slowly, 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 hover, 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 and then put down the legs. All right, for just a moment, open the legs, open the arms, Shavasana, just for a little moment. Breathe deeply, take some awesome breaths, filling up your body. Smile for that. 2 postures. Stretch the arms over your head. Lengthen, stretch yourself, left side, right side, roll over to the side and come up to a seated position, a kneeling position actually, facing sideways on your mat. We're going to do camel pose. So the neck has had a strong forward bend. We're going to make sure we're going to bend it backwards too. Bring your hands into your waist. Lengthen up to the ceiling with your whole body. Point the sit bones, the coccyx down to the mat. Lengthen over your hips. You can push the hips forward a touch, but not too much yet. What we want to avoid is crashing the lower back. So the feeling is really up and over in the low back, and that is achieved if we just really keep pointing the chin up for as long as we can. So hands in the waist and bring the elbows together, as closely together in the back as possible. This really opens your chest, opens your heart. Look up, point the chin up, 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 up. Push the hips forward without collapsing the low back. Activate the glutes and look down behind you. Now you can let the neck hang, if you can let it relax. All right. Let your jaw drop open. Open your eyes. Feel this posture open you widely. And now if you can let go of the waist with your right hand and see if you can find your right heel. And you can do the same with the left hand. See if you can find the left heel. If you can, hold your feet. And now you can push your whole chest upwards to the ceiling even more. And let the breath open you or open your ribs. Take some very deep breaths here. Now if you can, just stay with your hands on your heels and just bring your buttocks down to your heels. If that's not possible, bring the hands back into the waist first and then lower the buttocks. Alright, bring your neck up, bring your chest up, bring everything up and go down into child's pose. This is intense stuff, folks. Please keep tuning into your body. Are you doing this for your benefit, or are you fired up by an unhealthy feeling of competition? and unhealthy overachieving. Have fun. Explore your limits, but don't go past them. Roll up slowly. Come onto all fours. The next two poses are a little bit easier for me to talk in. I hope you were able to understand me. Curl your toes under. Push up to down dog. Really stretch out that back. We've been bending in all directions. Now straighten it, straighten it. Especially the low back. Pull up your kneecaps. There's a slight inward rotation feeling in your thighs. Thereby you're widening the pelvis area, flattening the low back. Push against the mat, keep the shoulders away from the ears. If you turn your head just quickly, try not to push down into your shoulders like this. There's not much benefit in that, all right? Try to really be very strong in your core, activate the abs, and push yourself or pull yourself with the sit bones up to the sky. Don't hang into your shoulders. All right, and then walk your hands back to the feet. Maybe take a step inward too with the feet, a little onto the mat. Come up to a flat back. Pull yourselves long. And place the left fingertips on the mat, a little bit outside of the foot. So it's not in line with the foot, it's a little bit outside. This will help you with balance because we're doing a balancing pose now. Okay, right hand in your waist and lift the right leg up as if going into half moon. But we're not stopping here. You can if you want, just stay in half moon. But you can also try to bend that right leg and grab the ankle with your right hand. And now push that ankle into your hand, opening up through your chest. Your inner legs are getting a stretch, your thigh is getting an awesome stretch. I've heard this called sugar cane pose. I have no idea what it's called in Sanskrit. I need to look that up. Keep breathing. Maybe you've watched my balancing workshop, maybe not. What's important is that you grow your roots. You know where the roots are growing from. Most of my weight is in my leg, not a whole lot in my left fingers. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let the push of your leg open your shoulder even more. Open to the side. And then let go of your foot, bring down the arm to the mat, bend both knees, and bring the right foot down next to the left. And hang in forward fold for a moment. Ooh. Yay, nice. Well, looks like we have to repeat that on the other side. Come up to a flat back. Pull yourselves long. Let the right arm hang down and place the fingertips on the mat in front of your foot, but also slightly outside of your foot. Bring the left hand into the waist and lift up that left leg as if going for half moon, or maybe you are going for half moon. If not, bend the left leg, grab the ankle with the left hand and open into sugar cane. If you have a really hard time and you can't find your ankle, I'm going to show you. Everybody who already has it, stay in the position. If you don't, I'm going to show you another way to get into the pose. It's a little easier to find your ankle. So you don't lift the leg first, but you actually start grabbing the ankle right away from the bottom, and then you open up like this. Okay. And really let that push of the ankle into your hand open you up to the side, open up that shoulder. Strong leg, strong core, strong focus. Breathe. Let go of the leg. Bring the left hand down on the mat, bend both knees. Place the left foot on the mat. Come into forward fold, hold your elbows, and I really mean let yourself hang here. Don't push, don't pull, don't try to go deeper into the pose. This is resting. We have done enough forward folding in the plow. We don't need to exaggerate this. And roll up. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Mountain pose. Open your legs about hip width or maybe as wide as the mat and come down, squatting. Yay. You can visit your hips here for a moment. Open the hips. Straighten your back. You can also lift the heels. And now we're gonna do a bit of an arm balance. So crow, you all know probably. But today, instead of the normal crow position here, we're gonna go for side crow. Because that also is a twist, and we haven't done a twist yet. So, as if you were coming into crow, place your feet in a squatting position, but now bring your hands to the front of the mat, or to the long side of the mat. The hands will be a little bit wider apart than for a regular crow. This is very important, especially at the beginning, to find your balance. Now bring your left upper arm and your right knee together. Hello, Oscar. And place the side of the right knee as high up on the upper arm as you can. All right. And then come up on the balls of your feet. Tilt your weight over your arms and see if you can lift off into side crow. It's an awesome twist and a cool arm balance, not half as hard as it looks, right? And you can also stretch out your legs if you feel like it. And come down. Swing your knees over to the other side. And I'll do the other side. So again, bring the right upper arm together with the outside of your left leg. Left knee, I guess. Bring the hands to the long side of the mat and a little further apart than in a normal crow pose. Come up on the balls of your feet, your toes. Shift your weight over your hands and see if you can lift off. If this is super easy, you can straighten your legs and see if you can breathe. And come down to seated. Cross your legs for a moment. Feel your body as a whole. Roll down on your backs. Have you counted? 5 positions. We are doing position number 6. Shavasana. I kept that a secret from you. Breathe. Open your hands towards the ceiling. Open your legs. Let everything drop. Let everything melt away from you. The awesome energy is pumping through your veins now. The life energy, the chi, is on high speed. All the stress from whatever your day brought has melted away, has been squeezed out of you. Give yourself a huge smile for what you just accomplished and tried. Does not matter how much of it was successful. You showed up for playtime. You showed up to experience your body as the awesome, awesome thing it is. Melt into the floor. Let go in your shoulders, your neck, your hips, your jaw, your hands. Let go in your face. Take this moment, it's yours. I'm sure you checked how long the video is. You have time to finish this. This is part of your practice. You have earned it. Be with yourself. Be entirely with yourself. Focus in. Let your breath slow down. Take one more deep breath and bring your arms over your head. Lengthen and stretch yourself. Roll to the side. Push yourself up. Come into a seated position. Hands together in front of your chest. Eyes closed. Thank you for having shown up. Have a wonderful remainder of the day. Open your eyes and go your way. Ciao.